Hi everyone, welcome to Out and About with Tom and Sherry. Well, this is the next video in our Tonopah series, and it specifically focuses on the historic Mizpah Hotel, which is where we stayed while we were in Tonopah. So the construction of the hotel began in 1907, and the investors or founders of the hotel were the U.S. Senator George Nixon, businessman George Wingfield, miner and businessman Cal Brower, and Bob Govan. They were wanting a higher end hotel establishment and for accommodations as well as social engagements and dining. So again, it began in 1907 and it was completed in mid-November of 1908. At the time, it was considered the tallest building in Nevada with 5 floors. Then the hotel would end up closing in 1999 and opened again in 2011 with new owners who purchased the property and did a lot of restoration. So we hope you enjoy the video, the tour around the building, and some of the information about those that were involved in creating the hotel. This is our room at the Mizpah Hotel. The plaque here, the George Nixon Room. In 1902, California born George Nixon began a partnership with fellow Mizpah investor George Wingfield over the roulette wheel at the Tonopah Club, a partnership that would prove instrumental in the creation of the Mizpah Hotel. An ex-railroad man, Nixon was a well-known banker and politician who had been elected as a Nevada state representative in 1891. In 1905, he became a state senator and held the position until he died in 1912. Though he never lived in Tonopah, he was prominently associated with the area. It was Nixon's influence and business acumen that turned young George Wingfield from a rankish high roller into a respected and successful businessman. Nixon and Wingfield, along with Cal Brower and Bob Govan, were the primary investors in the Mizpah Hotel, a role that assured Nixon's place in the history of Tonopah. Okay, here's our room at the Mizpah. We're in room 514. Really nice room, small but nice. King bedroom. Coffee, TV. Hello. This little sitting area. Our view looking out, you can see that solar plant out there.
Crescent Dunes solar plant.
Good sized bathroom. Nice view out the bathroom. And then a little closet area here with a sink, little bar area, I guess. Yep. So nice room. We'll do a tour of the hotel. There's Tom. What you think of the hotel?
It's very nice. You can tell it's an old building. It's been remodeled a number of times, but it's a neat old building.
Yeah.
And it's like the rooms are decorated.
Very nice.
Kind of period correct, whatever the period is on a 100-year-old building.
Yeah, this building early 1900s.
Wow.
We got a
110
information book or
years old.
little newspaper. We'll read up on that. Okay. One of the other rooms at the Mizpah is the Cal Brower room, and wanted to read that information because he was instrumental in the hotel and Tonopah mining as well. Henry Calvin Cal Brower was truly one of the founding fathers of Tonopah, a role that would see him create silver mines and mills, and finally the Mizpah Hotel, which he helped found. As one of the earliest settlers in Tonopah, as well as a friend of Jim Butler and Tasker Oddie, he was part owner in several local silver mines: the Belmont, the Tonopah, the Midway, Tonopah Mining Company, and the Tonopah Divide Mining Company. He also owned the Tonopah Banking Corporation. Brower built the first mill in Tonopah in 1901, and later that year opened the Mizpah Saloon in the future location of the Mizpah Hotel, which would open in 1907. In addition to being a founding investor to the Mizpah, Brower was also the director of the Mizpah Hotel Corporation of Tonopah, a position that reinforced his commitment to helping Tonopah grow and flourish.
Here's the elevator. Do we want to get on?
Now we can wait.
They have a speeding policy.
I think you can really see the stained glass windows. The hotel had two restaurants, the Pittman Cafe here, but unfortunately, it looked like they had had a water break, water pipe break in there, so it was closed. So the other restaurant is the Jack Dempsey, which is more of a fine dining restaurant. So that's where we ate, and we really enjoyed the food there. We had breakfast there, as well as dinner one night, and it was a really nice atmosphere and the food was really good, so we would certainly recommend it. It's a little history museum of Tonopah, variety of items. I like the title on this display here, From Places That Were. Kind of neat. An old bellman's uniform there. Some of the old dining service. The museum looks to be that it was set up in what was the vault at the hotel, which was a neat addition or use of that space. And one of the photographs I wanted to pull out was this photograph of what this Mizpah saloon and building looked like before it was expanded on. So that was a neat photo. And then this was a little area right outside the museum space about the library. It said the historic Tonopah Library began life in 1902 upon receiving a gift of 100 volumes from a Mr. George Weeks, given in memory of his brother who had recently died in Tonopah. However, a library did not immediately begin. A group of women, led by Mrs. Grace Roberts Moore, led a town meeting on Thanksgiving Day, 1904, to discuss establishing a library. Soon the Tonopah Mining Company donated a building site. The building was erected in 1905 and occupied in January 1906. We remain the oldest public library building still in service in the state of Nevada. So that was pretty neat. So we took a tour of the various floors at the Mizpah Hotel, and this was about mid-October that we were there, so they were putting in decorations for Halloween. But all the floors pretty much look the same, but it's very, stepping back to an era with the red or the burgundy carpet and the floral pattern um, wallpaper that was in the rooms. So you just, like I say, felt like you were in an old hotel. So it really kind of created an ambiance for sure. And then, of course, the Halloween decorations. But the old, velvet type couches and chairs, photographs that were on the wall. And there was also an elevator, so you could take an elevator, or you could walk the stairs. So going up to the fourth floor, and we were doing this at about the time that they were doing their rounds for housekeeping. So you'll see a few of those carts in the photo. We never did see any of the staff though. So they were all in the room. So this is the fourth floor. And again, they all look very similar. This here was the fifth floor, and walking down to the south end, to the right there, is the supposed haunted room, the Lady in Red room. So there's a variety of information at the hotel about the Lady in Red. She was believed to be an escort and was tragically murdered, supposedly in that room. I think it was room 501. And they never caught the person. And I found some other research. They never really found any articles about the murder in the papers. So, well, that's a pretty neat hotel. We really enjoyed staying at the Mizpah. We hope you enjoyed the video and seeing the room and the lobby, the restaurants, and just a casual little walk around the different floors. So, if you're in Tonopah and it works out, you can get a room. We'd encourage you to stay at the Mizpah. Thanks for watching Out and About with Tom and Sherry. We'll see you next time.